Super Hexagon.
Oh, hello there. Welcome to Blizz County. I'm just making a quick video here to talk about Super Hexagon. It's a cheap and fun arcade indie game requiring twitch reflexes and some pretty solid pattern recognition. You know, it's regularly $3, but it will also be on sale, I'm sure, in future Steam sales, future GOG sales, future Humble sales. I've seen this game drop to 80% off on numerous occasions, so it comes up about 60 cents American. And given its price point when it's on sale, I highly recommend it to the people that might like the gameplay that I'm going to be showing in this video right here. So, you know, the game has 3 difficulty modes, starting with hard, you know? And as you can tell, this game isn't easy, and I don't expect anyone to be gods at this game when they first put it on, because, you know, the first difficulty's hard, you know the game's gonna be hard. It ain't gonna be easy. And, in fact, you'll probably die a lot when you start out, and don't be discouraged. Everybody does that when they play this game. You know, they gotta get used to the controls, they gotta get used to all the Twitch-based stuff, but once you kinda get past that and practice a lot, it becomes a really fun game, really addicting. It's like one of those arcade games, you know how you keep shoveling quarters in. It ain't The Simpsons, it's not that beat 'em up, but it's still akin to like a very good arcade game. Now, the objective of the game, as you can probably tell from the gameplay right now, is to control the triangle in the middle of the screen or through an array of obstacles, and the obstacles are those different colored blocks flowing into the middle hexagon or pentagon or square if you're watching the first level. Into the middle of the screen there, and these obstacles are designed by the developer. And it's not just a bunch of random obstacles everywhere, but they're placed in a random order to give the game endless replayability. So you can string a whole bunch of different obstacles together, and it makes every playthrough a little bit different. And each level has its own feel as well. You know, the first level, it changes the inner shape from a hexagon to a pentagon to a square, or from a pentagon from back to a hexagon. It just keeps changing every like 10 or so seconds. It keeps the moving around super fresh, and also keeps your mind, you know, always on edge. Like, what shape's it going to be? Like, how am I going to get around all these different obstacles on these different shapes? And you learn that way, and it's super fun on that level. And then the second level, it gets a little faster. I personally think it's easier than the first level, but you know, it wasn't when I started out. It's just a little faster, and it also has harder obstacles as well, but it doesn't change from the pentagon to the square like the first one does, which is why I say it's easier. And then the third level, woo! That third level, man, it is super fast. It spins a lot, throwing you off. And the obstacles are the hardest yet. And now, the goal of the game is to, you know, I guess the goal of any game is to, quote-unquote, beat the level, right? But in order to do that, you get to 60 seconds, and you unlock the hyper mode, which is, you can see here, I just unlocked the hyper mode on the second level, and I'm going to keep playing the second level because this is actually a very good run of mine. You unlock the hyper mode, and what the hyper mode does is, you know, it pushes you to the next level of the game. So, if you keep getting hyper modes, you eventually get, you know, to the last level, and you can go to this crazy other mode that I can't get to at all. But in order to beat said level, 60 seconds is all you need, and it's very accomplishing once you get that far. Now, after you get 60 seconds, I mentioned that you go into hyper mode, and, you know, the game gets faster, like, it gets crazy, and that's where your reflexes really start to come in, and it starts to get really challenging. Especially, you know, when you play the first couple level over and over again. It's like, I mastered the first level. I was like, oh god, hyper mode, it's so much faster! But now you can tell that I'm kind of good at this game, but I'm not amazing, and I can't show you much of the crazy stuff once you go like 6 hyper levels in, right? You know what I mean? But there are people on YouTube that have done that before. I can link you a video in the description because it is absolutely crazy to watch these people play. It's not really a professional played game, but it's super fun in that regard. Now, with all that being said, expect it to go flash or daily on the Steam sale, on any future Steam sale. Expect it to go on sale at Humble and GOG, like I said. If you like the gameplay in the background here, you think it might appeal to you, I honestly think that the 60 cents that I spent on this game is totally worth the 12 hours that I put into it. I put 12 hours into this game over the past year and a half, which is absolutely crazy. I don't expect any of my viewers to do that much, but it is an absolutely amazing game, and is Blizz approved. It's Blizz County approved. You heard it here first. You heard it here right now. Blizz County approved Super Hexagon. With all that being said, don't forget to leave feedback if you like these types of videos in the form of comments or likes and dislikes. And don't be afraid to be harsh. Don't be afraid to be harsh, you hear. And thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next episode of Blizz County.